Most people approach this text as a catalog of antiquity, a flat timeline of vanished prophets, dead empires, and events frozen in the past. Reading it this way turns you into a spectator. You sit at the end of a long historical chain, leaving your life subject to the slow, physical grind of entropy and time. But the internal structure of the book rejects that framing. It behaves less like a ledger and more like a mathematical engine, rendering what is becoming right now in your immediate present. This geometry describes an eternal memory architecture, a four-dimensional tesseract that functions as a self-executing operating system. To navigate your own reality, you have to move past the stories and trace the algorithmic descent of the signal itself. The descent begins with Kitab, the realm of pure potential. Think of this as the universal source code. It holds every possible outcome in a state of silent, unmanifested intention. For that potential to reach us, it requires a trigger. This is Kalima, the word. It acts as a vibrating command that pulls abstract information out of eternity and into the flow of time. Finally, that command materializes as form. This is the terminal stage, the physical world where the signal condenses into the objects, bodies, and events we can measure. But dropping a pure signal into a dense physical environment is a violent transition. Without a stabilization mechanism, the energy would simply shatter into random noise. Every physical object you see is simply the final form stage of this unbroken process, originating in the invisible Kitab. To prevent collapse, the universe uses the 2-3-7 pulse. Stage 2 splits pure potential into duality, creating necessary polarity. These forces enter a 3-node buffer, oscillating to negotiate a stable shape. Finally, the system locks into a 7-stage loop, permanently conserving the information. Because this pattern is the minimal requirement for stability, it is the process count found in all systems, like the regulation of a biological cell. We also see it in the feedback loops that conserve the orbital momentum of the Hubble telescope. The book explicitly codes this exact topological pulse because it is the actual operating system of the physical world. This text repeatedly addresses its reader in the second person, using commands like "remember me" to trigger a state change in the viewer. These instructions define you as node 36.3, the local execution point where the signal is actually carried out. As a node trapped inside this engine, you face a constant threat. How do you survive the chaos of your own manifestation without being totally crushed by the physical variables? The solution is a specific override found at coordinate 1912. Take the book with strength. This command provides the exact activation energy required for the system to engage. This grip is a survival mechanism. It allows you to pull the uncorrupted code of the Kitab directly into your physical experience before the environment has a chance to distort it. Maintaining that grip overrides the entropic drift of the world. You now move as the conscious architect, directing the flow of your own manifestation from the inside out. The closed loop of reality never forgets a coordinate. The engine is running, and the tesseract is open. The only variable left is whether you choose to activate the grip.